What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is 7 reasons I love being a US citizen. Who are we reacting to today?
I know. I was going to say, it's not you.
Yeah, it's not me. I'm not a US
you.
citizen. It's not me. Who is it?
It's very tired looking, Lawrence.
A very tired looking Lawrence. Always with his red glasses, which I always like as well. He likes his red glasses, doesn't
With
he?
a bit of cash in his hand.
Well, you know what? When I was reading that title, I looked at it and thought, oh, what did we just record?
Money, money, money.
I wish we had money, money, money.
No, we recorded money, money,
Yeah,
money.
it was secrets about the US dollar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is now on the screen. Smash that if you enjoy, guys. Smash that
Is
subscribe
that $1?
button. That is definitely. It looks like $1. It looks like two $1. Maybe it's a 5. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm just trying to look at the number. It might be 5 actually.
Money's running rings though. Get it?
Oh, because it's buffering. Smash that button, guys. Smash subscribe button. What is the like goal for today?
A losty third video.
Yep.
3.5.
Oh, 3,500. That's a lot. Smash that like button. If every single one of you smash that button will smash out of the park, but I know 90% of you just ignore it, and only 30% of you have subscribed. It's gone back down since we stopped mentioning it. Get subscribing. We would really appreciate it. Right, are you ready?
Yeah. 7
reasons lost it. Loved being a US citizen. Let's find out. I hope this isn't copyrighted, Lords.
You wouldn't put a copyright.
I don't know.
Oh, my knees. 8 months ago, I became a citizen of the United States.
8
and
months
I've been
already.
thinking about...
That's mad.
During that time, so much has happened,
Like,
right? I've
that,
moved into
like
my
he told us a couple months before.
Mm.
And that seems like a month ago.
Nearly a year.
It's mad. Absolutely mad.
first American house. I bought a dog, and I've just generally been snowed under with stuff.
Yeah, it must have been a year ago because we were at your mum's.
No, we
First
weren't
time we
quite...
talked to him.
Yeah, he didn't tell us about Citizen Men. He told us when we were in here. It was around
So I
October,
haven't really
November.
had time to contemplate the fact that I am in fact an American citizen. But now, with that sort of time and with that reflection, comes a video in which I talk about the things that I love about being an American citizen. And it just happens that I've made a list. I have 7 things I want to talk to you fine ladies and gentlemen about today.
Oh, I call this
So
fine.
if you are new to this channel and you love all things British versus American and you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, do that now.
We'd appreciate it.
And if you are new around here, you're not going to know my backstory and how I became a citizen of the United States. So wait until the end of this video and I'll point you to another video that outlines all of that.
We reacted to that as well.
Without further ado, here are 7 reasons that I absolutely love being a US citizen. So the first thing, he says, professionally using his phone, is that being a US citizen, I think, has made it marginally easier to navigate airports. And when I say that, I don't mean that I've suddenly become better at maps. I just mean that, you know, you've got off your flight, you have to queue up with all of these sweaty people, and then you get your passport stamped by some individual on the other side of some glass. And that individual on the other side of some glass used to look me up and down. I don't think they fancied me or anything like that. In fact, I think it was quite the opposite. I think they were suspicious of me, and so they would ask me questions. You know, what was the nature of your visit to the United Kingdom? Why are you back in the US? What are you going to do now that you're here? What's your mother's maiden name? You know, what's the last 4 of your social? That they can't ask things like that because they already have that information.
Yeah, but we already know it.
It always just felt a little uncomfortable. I know they're doing their job, there's nothing against them. It would just hold me up a bit, and all I wanted to do was go and get my luggage, get in the taxi ride and go home. But on this most recent visit, with my newly acquired United States passport, they looked at me with stars and stripes coming out of their eyes. And they just said, yeah, welcome home, Lawrence. Go on, get your lift. We'll even call it for you. They didn't do that.
I was going to say, that'd be quite a big thing. Also, I feel like, because I mean, they do looking up and down in the questions to everyone, don't they? If you're not a US citizen. I don't know about you, but you feel so guilty in that moment.
Always in airports.
You just think, what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong?
Buzzers.
Yeah, and you're like, you know you've got nothing on you. You're not going to do anything wrong.
And I'm still like, what could possibly I be having on me?
I think the issue is I'm thinking, okay, but if I answer this wrong, even though I'm answering the truth, you're gonna think I'm doing something dodgy, but I'm not doing something dodgy. And I'll be like, think about that, and I feel guilty when I'm not. So at least you've avoided that now, because that is always awkward. Let us know in the comments if you experience that. Maybe
I think it's just being nervous around like people of authority.
Yeah, he's just thinking, I don't want to mess up here because I haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't want to just have the hassle of like getting taken into a room and taking hours. You know what I mean? When you haven't done anything wrong. Like, let us know in the comments if you get that. Maybe it's just us.
That would be too useful. But they certainly gave me an impression that I was more welcome.
That's good.
Number 2, ID checks in general. It used to be that before I was a United States citizen, I'd whip out my lovely green card and they'd say, ooh, I don't know if we accept that here, mate. And I'd be like, yes, we do, lad, because this is a federally issued piece of identification. And also, when did you learn to call me mate? You're American. So they just simply didn't recognise it. And they'd have to go to their manager who'd come through and say, ooh, Ducky, I don't think we can accept... He's Yorkshireman. I don't think we can accept that. But now that I don't have to do that and I can just take out 2 things. My Illinois state ID, that was always valid in these circumstances anyway. Or my new US passport. I mean, it's not something I carry with me all the time, but I might start doing that. Just
always good to have.
Yeah.
Good. Show us your ID. There it is. Picture of me. This is invisible. I'm not going to show you the real thing. Picture of me on the inside, date of birth, and a bald eagle.
Very
prove
different to
that-
ours.
Yeah, but wasn't much going on.
Yours is there.
Oh yeah, I can show you the edge of it, can't I?
Show the
And it is a
front
Jersey one as well. I now have a Jersey one. And that everyone who says we live in Jersey, America.
We don't. It's
I
just
know.
British Islands.
I don't think there's anything dodgy on there, is there? No, I don't think so. As in,
They could Google what a front cover looks like.
yeah, I say dodgy, I meant personal, but I don't think there is. Awesome. There we go.
I am who I say I am, and I am the nationality that you think I'm not.
Nationality, you think I'm
Number
not.
3, voting. I haven't yet had the pleasure, but I am looking forward to doing so.
Fair play.
In local and state and federal elections, partly because I want to be able to take part in the democratic process. But number 2, so that I can experience queues in America, because you don't often get to do that because there's a lower population density here compared to my homeland of Britain, where queues are a very big part of our culture. I have talked about
We
this
like
in a
moaning
previous
about
video,
queues.
but when you are a resident of the United States, when it comes to all of those elections, you are not permitted to vote in them. So I had to watch others do it and go on Instagram with the little, ooh, look at me, I voted stickers. It's going to be embarrassing from me. I'll have them all over my face and my body. I will just dress up in stickers.
I'm calling it now. There will be a video. I did it. I voted for the first time as a US citizen from Lawrence.
there will be.
1000%.
There'll be a sticker in the thumbnail.
And then also, for 1,000,000%, we'll probably react to it. That will happen. I can nearly guarantee it.
Number 4, and this is really just tied to my desire to pretend to be an international spy. I really love the notion of having dual British-American citizenship. It's greedy in a way, although I've known people to have more than 2, and they are the real greedy ones that you need to look out for.
Real
I
greedy
like having
ones.
2. It makes me feel special until I realise it's just documentation and that's all it is. People ask me, "Ooh, did you keep your British passport?" And when I tell them, yeah, like dual citizen, mate, they think that's the coolest thing, or at least they do this face where they're like, neat.
Good American accent.
But I like it. Sitting in the bath at night, just relaxing like this, going, wow, I am both.
Why
Nobody
not?
can mess with me now. Nobody. Let's see them try. And similarly, number 5, I love telling Americans that I'm American because their reaction is always great, right? I mean, I've had relatives recently who weren't even aware that I'd become a citizen, which means that they don't watch my videos, and I'm deeply hurt. But when they do find out, they're really excited for me, right? They throw a party for me again, even though I've already had one and you weren't invited to it. And it can feel special every time, just to see the look on their faces. Unless they're mortified for me. Sometimes they are. They could be of the disposition that, why would you give up your British citizenship for this? See previous entry.
Yeah,
The really
dual.
good ones are the ones who are trying to patronize me, right? They say something like, what you need to know about us Americans is that we are Americans. Or something like that. Of course, I'm sitting there going, I am American. And I just want to tell
I mean, yeah, he is American and he has lived there for 10 years. Well,
Yes,
15 years, isn't it?
He pretty much knows what's going on.
It's not like, I'd kind of get that if he just moved over, which I don't even know if you can do this, I doubt you can, moved over, got his citizenship straight away, was like, oh, I'm American. Well, you are technically.
A bit.
You need to experience you know nothing American. Lawrence has lived it for 10 to 15 years, I'm not sure how long, and then he's become a citizen. He is an American, you know what I mean? So that could be, I get why that could be patronising.
Them, but I let them speak a bit, make fools of themselves before I reveal everything. And the look on their faces is priceless. Sometimes I wish I could film it, but for privacy reasons I can't. Privacy reasons. Number 6, and this is a revelation, I like knowing that I'm American. I think anybody who's watched this channel for a long time will know that I've had a bit of a fixation with American culture and everything to do with it since I was about 6. And since that time, I had always dreamed of coming here, if not to live, then to visit extensively. And I've done all 7 of those things. I also can't count. But I did not imagine in my wildest dreams that one day I would stand before you and say, I, Lawrence Brown, am American. What do you think of that? Don't answer. So, and I do. I catch myself walking my dog, Arthur, who's also American, by the way, thinking that thought, oh my gosh, I am American. And then Hulk Hogan's entrance theme plays in my head. I'm not even joking. This is the embarrassing part. But imagine if I'm covered in I voted stickers singing that song. It's going to be quite the sight and surely be shared across the internet in a way that could expand my reach, but in ways that I don't want it to. It really feels like not a completion of my journey, because this journey is only just getting started, but it is the culmination of ideas that I had in my youth, and I'm pleased. I'm scintillated. That was a misuse of the word scintillated, but I am very happy, and so should you be for me. So I don't want to tell you how to feel, but just please.
I am happy for him.
Applaud.
I am.
And number 7, and this is huge.
Thing is, what I'm most happy for him is about, which I think is the most important thing. Yes, he likes his little perks, saves a couple minutes here. Is he's happy with it and he's excited about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, that's the most important thing, isn't it?
I feel like he's earned it too.
He's also earned it. He's been there a very long time, but it's not something he's gone, I've lived here for 15 years there. Let's just get
Let's just do it. It means something to him.
And then he thought after that, yeah, mate. He's so excited about it, and he's not just doing it for videos. You can tell he's genuinely so excited about it. Yeah. And which I think is the best thing. As long as you're happy in life, do whatever you want. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's good.
America's gain is Britain's loss.
Yeah. Well, it's dual. So
becoming a US citizen has heightened my feeling of belonging here. It's not that I didn't belong before. Helps. I've always felt welcome in this country, except when I'm going through airport security. And that's great. But I think that doing away with this notion of I'm merely a resident in this country, I'm glad that's behind me. Because now, while I'm having those thoughts of I'm American, on top of the fact that I own my own property, it really changes how you feel about your own existence. And I think it's fair to say that since I got my certificate, I've been made to feel that way by each and every one of you, except my wife's cousin Chad, who absolutely hates me. And so it simply remains for me to say thank you for joining me in 2023, and I hope you all have a fantastic new year. It's still July.
I'm going to say.
Okay, that's the wrong script. Put that back. Thanks for watching. I'm Lauren.
I was good. Check out Lawrence. His link is in the description. Go and give this video a watch. Why not? It gets him more views, gets him more exposure. Even though I'm sure 99% of you legends have heard of Lawrence. It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
A lot of good positives, a lot of little hacks, I guess, which get you speedier through things. And like I said before, I was trying to save it to the end, but he mentioned about I hope you're happy for me. I am, because he's happy. Yeah. And like in life, it's an important message. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters, isn't it?
Definitely.
Guess what? 5 weeks to go to the baby. In an hour and a half, it's literally 5 weeks to go to the baby, which is super, super exciting. So if you want to check out Patreon, the link's in the description. It would really help us. But just watching is enough. If you've watched it before, you are an absolute legend. What's your video?
Have a fantastic day.
And we'll see you legends in the next one. Peace.